I'm going to teach you how to sound like this on Bandlab. You can download this preset, link in the description or the pinned comments, yeah. Before we begin, if you like this vocal preset and want to download it for yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Without further ado, let's get started. I added a noise gate, and this is to remove any background noise whenever you're not singing. So all I did was I put the attack at 1, so really fast, also pretty fast release of 100 milliseconds, and a threshold of negative 32.6 decibels. But that is something that you should play around with depending on the room you're in. Then I added the first of 2 EQs, the EQ3M, and all I really did was I left the low at 0 decibels, no gain or reduction. I reduced the mids by negative 2.1 decibels, and the mid range that I chose to remove was around the 584 hertz range, as you can see down there in mid sweep. And for high, I only really boosted it 0.3 decibels, so not even that much. Then I added a graphic EQ, and here I started getting a bit more surgical. At the 100 hertz range, I removed negative 4.4 decibels. At 200 hertz, I boosted it 2 decibels. I boosted 400 hertz up by 2.2 decibels. Again, 800 hertz at 2.4 decibels. 1.6 kilohertz, I only really went up 0.6 decibels. And then everything else I left as is, I didn't touch it. If you're trying to level up your music career and want to upload your music to Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, click the second link in the description, because that's going to get you 7% off of DistroKid, the best music distribution platform on the internet. It's already only $20 for you to upload an unlimited amount of songs and albums, so 7% off that is even better. Again, second link in the description. Now back to the tutorial. Then I added a de-esser to remove a bit of the harsh S sounds that might appear in your vocals. I did so by going to the frequency of around 9,000 hertz and getting the threshold to negative 1.8 decibels. So really not even that much de-essing happening. Then I added the compressor, probably the most important part, and I added a fast attack with a pretty fast release as well. So 1 millisecond on the attack, 373 milliseconds on the release. The threshold I put at 3.5. I didn't want to compress too much. I put the ratio at 8:1, which is pretty standard. And for makeup gain, I added about 2.8 or basically 3 decibels. And finally, the studio reverb. One thing I've noticed is while it's more so in the background, there is quite a bit of reverb, although it's usually drowned out a bit by the instrumental, which is what you want. You don't want it to completely just ruin your vocal mix by making you sound like you're in a bathroom somewhere, you know? That's how you get a LANA DEL REY vocal preset. Again, if you liked the vocal preset and want to download it for yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more tutorials like this. Comment below what other artists you want me to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.